I honestly don't know where to begin with this video because today, the 17th, the day that I plan to upload this video at the very least, is exactly a year from the first video that I ever uploaded to this channel. I guess not really the first video that I ever uploaded, but what I consider to be my first full ASMR video and sort of the birth of this channel. Now, I did upload a video a year ago in, I want to say it was April of 2013, which was just audio with, a picture of me reading the poem The Tiger by William Blake. And that was sort of experimental, and it was me trying to figure out if I had the right kind of voice, I guess, for ASMR, because I wasn't really sure. And especially because, with most of these ASMR artists, at least at the time, I hadn't ever heard their spoken voices. And by now there's Just a Whispering Guy, who has had his vlogging channel where you can sort of hear his regular voice, and there's ALB in Whisperland, who also has a vlogging channel, Alban Wonderland. So I've gotten some idea of how a person's whispered voice can be very different from their spoken voice, and mine is as well. But I had no idea whether this idea that I had in my head, where I wanted to read just poetry and prose, that's all I had in mind for this channel. And I didn't know if it was going to work necessarily, because most of the channels that I'd seen were show and tell videos and tapping and sound, and just reading stuff doesn't really involve a whole lot of sound, or, it's not exactly, I've done a couple of role plays, but at the beginning I didn't think I ever really would. And I do have some ideas for role plays in the future, but I'll talk about that a little bit later. But I started out with this. I made a video where I read out, I want to say 2 or 3 poems from this book of my poetry, where, I spend copious amounts of time running my fingernails over the side like this, and over the hardcover of this book. Well, this once was a book and is now a notebook. And I just had this thing, and I read from it, and for some reason you guys responded well to that. And then I read the first chapter of Lolita, and a lot of you guys really liked that as well. So I kept going from there, and then one day I picked up an illustrated copy of the Ramayana and decided to use it to sort of teach a little bit about Hindu mythology. And there was such an overwhelmingly positive response from that I decided to start doing, lesson videos. And then, I decided later on down the line I wanted to do, tag videos, and it's just sort of spiraled out from there. And, I did the videos, or audio with pictures of monsoons when I was in India, and other videos of rain and leaves and stuff like that, and just weird, I guess not too weird, strangely experimental stuff and reading things that I don't know how many people actually care about sometimes. I didn't think that anybody would care about my video about Loevinger stages of ego development, but yet so many people really liked learning about that sort of thing, and it surprises me all the time how maybe, you know, there is a community like this that people just love learning and love hearing these things and being soothed regardless of what it is that's soothing them. And especially because and I know I've said this before, my videos are not fancy. You can find so many other videos out there which are, you know, recorded on a, you know, really fancy camera and have one of those, you know, like 3DO binaural sound microphones and are perfectly scripted and acted out and done. And I just sort of record this on my phone on my tripod, and yet I've gotten a really positive response. I've had a few people who say that my microphone sound quality is really good, and I'm just using my phone. I'm not even using an external microphone or anything, but there have been people who say that they, you know, really like my stuff, and I've noticed there are some people who comment on almost every single one of my videos, and that makes me really happy. So thank you for, you know, letting me do this for a full year where, you know, aside from the, you know, last summer spending about a month and a half in India, aside from that, I started out doing one video a week and moved up to 2 videos a week, and I haven't looked back since. So, yeah. Thanks. Another thing, talking about sort of future ideas for this channel, I did notice that my Firefly Companion roleplay got a lot of, you know, positive responses, and I'm considering doing a second part, I guess, to it. But I want to do that when I have more experience doing roleplay videos. So before I do the part 2 of Companion, I want to do a couple more videos, and the reason why I haven't done so much of that, and, you know, I'm not just sort of jumping in there and doing, you know, doctor roleplays and stuff like that, is because I don't really see myself as the kind of person who would do a, you know, the typical cranial nerve exam or, you know, makeup roleplay. Maybe like satirically or something like that, but I like coming up with my own sort of ideas, and so, you know, with the Companion roleplay, I came up with the idea of that, and I saw that nobody had done it, and so I thought, well, maybe I should do that myself then. And I mean, okay, the idea for the sock market was just sort of me fooling around, and I wanted to show off all of my cool socks, so that was how I decided to do that. But yeah, I have a couple of other ideas for role plays, either like the sock market, where it's based off of stuff that I want to show off to you guys, but I don't just want to make a video being like, hey, look at this thing I have. And some of them are just, you know, like the Companion roleplay, where I came up with an idea and either no one else has done it, or maybe someone else has done it and I want to come up with an idea myself, you know? So, like, I noticed that I have a lot of strange costume pieces that I thought would be cool to show you. So, like, I believe I've shown you the collapsible top hat in the video, but the idea there is for a, like a costume shop role play. or, I don't know. I've shown you a lot of the stuff on my desk and the weird, I don't even, potpourri, I guess, is that the right word for just random things that you put on your desk? But I'm sure a number of them could be worked into a roleplay somehow. Another thing I've gotten quite a few notes about is my nails, because I do like to show you guys when I do like coming up with cool nail art, and it's cool to be able to show you guys that. Someone had mentioned that I should post to the subreddit called Reddit Lacaristas, and I started going on there, and oh my gosh, there's so much beautiful nail art that I want to replicate. And so there have been two main queries about this. One is the idea of doing a sort of nail art tutorial, which I'm still experimenting with different kinds of nail art, but once I find a design that I feel rightly comfortable doing, and to the point where I feel comfortable teaching it, then yeah, I would be totally willing to do that. And another one is nail care, which I feel like I would probably either put into a lesson or a vlog of just how to take care of your nails and certain types of products that can help make your nails healthier, particularly if you do paint your nails a lot. So that's another thing. It's kind of funny. I'm not much of a makeup person, which is, one of the reasons why I'm probably not going to do a makeup roleplay anytime soon. But nail art I love, and I don't usually wear earrings in my videos because I usually film when I'm at home and, sort of done for the day and taken my earrings out and all that already. But I have a lot of interesting pairs of earrings, so I might see about showing those off, just because I love earrings. It's an excuse to sort of display your dorkiness to the world, just like, in a little bit more classy way. I have these earrings which look like the little Victorian silhouettes. I don't really know what to call them, but yeah, they look like those, but they have little squids on them. And again, so from afar it looks, nice, classy earrings, and then you look up close and you're like, are those squids? So, yeah. And currently the nails I've been, it's kind of cross-hatchy. I started out trying to, wanting to kind of make them look like dragon scales, but it got really difficult to make them curved, so I just ended up doing this instead. And I don't know, mostly I just really like the shiny color of the nail polish. So it's this sort of purple with slight undertones of blue. If you can, I don't know if the camera will pick up the blue at all or how it'll work, but yeah, that's the nail color that I picked. And it's called, so dorky, it's called Grape Going. So yeah, that's my, but yeah, and I will show you guys more of my nail tricks in a future video. So there's that, there's, roleplay ideas that, although unfortunately I don't know about my availability and my ability to, do those until towards the end of the summer, because this summer I am taking classes, so that is keeping me rather busy. But because I'm taking classes, one of the classes I'm taking is American Sign Language. So if you guys have any any specific words that you want to learn in sign language, when I'm done with this course, I want to try and do a and I might do multiple, just various words in sign language lesson type video. So, yeah, if there are any specific things that you want to learn, appropriate things, because I know that the first thing everyone tries to learn in a language is how to swear. And I don't want to do that in this video, because I want to, remain respectful to the deaf community and all that. Even though I realize that deaf people probably don't watch ASMR videos. Sad but true, but, yeah, I have a couple of good friends who are hard of hearing, so, sign language definitely helps with, communicating and talking to them, and it sort of adds a little bit of flavor to the conversation, too, so that's always fun. But yes, if there are any words that you want to learn in sign language, I already looked up, because I'm me, I looked up octopus, so that's, I believe it's like this, so it's like, let me see, I can't remember if it's this direction or this direction, but it's one of those. But yeah, so it just looks like a little octopus. So that's your first one. But if there's anything else, let me know. And if I don't know it already, I will look it up. And yeah, somehow, of course, I managed to make a simple thank you into a 15+ minute video, but if you've seen my other videos, you know that I have the ability to ramble and make any topic into a very long video. Alright, so, yeah, again, thank you so much, and thank you for listening to me ramble for like now almost 18 minutes. But that is pretty much all I have to say right now. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Like I said, let me know the sign language things you want to learn. I'm gonna do nail things, so if you have an idea for something specific you want to learn in a tutorial, I'll look into it. Most of what I've done has been very stripy and dotty, so if there's a specific pattern, or if you want to learn how to do one of the patterns that I've had on my nails in previous videos, or something else that you want me to try out, that would, I might just do a video where I just try a completely new pattern rather than a tutorial. That might be a little more fun. And what else? Role plays. Roleplay ideas. What, I guess, type of roleplay does, the friend talking to the camera kind of thing work better for you? Or does, the shop type roleplay work better for you? Or the doctor type roleplay work better for you? That could give me a little bit more of an idea of, where to go with these roleplays, because yeah, for me personally, roleplays work not because of the attention, but because of the materials, so the whispering and the tapping things. So it makes me really curious as to, for people who roleplays do work really well for, what types of roleplays and why. So I'd like to get some feedback from that. And also, as I mentioned in an earlier video, specific words that trigger, like specific words, not just, yes, your word's triggered, but, oh, I really like the way you say the word squid. I don't know if squid's a triggering word or not. I kind of doubt it, but I want to see if I can look into the linguistics of ASMR and what words trigger, and maybe even, write a poem based off of that. So, yeah, that's it, and I will see you guys next time.